Hi everyone, happy 2025 and welcome to Coach Cola Inspires. Today I want to share with you a powerful reminder that God is always in control, even when things seem impossible. The other day I posted on social media that God is the one who opens and closes doors. Little did I know that on that very day, I was going to get a vivid illustration of what it meant to have a closed door. On my way from home that very day, I decided to stop by my mom. When I got there, my stepdad, he was looking after something that I really wanted to eat. So I decided to sit down and wait for it. When he was finished, he gave me my plate of food. I took the plate to the car and I also took my bag and the car key. I put them in the car and I went back to the house for some stuff. When I got to the car, I realized that one door wasn't opening and I tried all the doors and none of the door opened. Closed doors. In 2025, God is going to close some doors in our lives, but He's also going to open some doors. What was even worse, I remember that I had fish in the car, in the trunk of the car. I decided that I was going to put my trust in God and I prayed that God will preserve the fish in the car. I went to sleep and the next morning I was amazed to find out that the fish was still fresh and the food was fresh. Despite being in a hot, locked car with no ice and no ventilation, the food was fresh. I don't know if you have ever put down food in your house and you put down the warm food in your house and you go to bed and when you get up, the food spoil. It has happened to me before. But this time around, God proved to me or He showed me that hear what? He will preserve me. He will preserve you in 2025. This experience reminded me that God is always behind the scene, working things out for my good. Even when I don't see what is happening, He's on the scene and He's working things out. I was reminded of the three Hebrew boys when they were thrown in the fire. The gentleman that threw them in the fire died, but God preserved them in the midst of the fire. I was also reminded of Daniel, how he was thrown in the lion's den, and God closed the mouth of the lions. Daniel was able to sleep through all that was happening to him. Today, I want to tell you that God will preserve you. I don't know what you will face in 2025. I don't know what you're facing right now, but I want to remind you that God will preserve you in the midst of your fire. You might come out smelling like the smoke, but you will not be burned. Be encouraged this morning that He is the preserver of our souls. My God. It might be hard, it might be rough, but I want to encourage you to put your trust and your confidence in the man that controls everything. Put your trust and your confidence that even in the midst of the pain that you might be feeling, He's going to preserve you. When somebody walk out on you, even when you feel like giving up, God is going to preserve you. He's at the back. He's at the back working things out. He's behind the scene putting things together. So I want to challenge you today to trust the God that will preserve your going out and your coming in. To trust the God that will preserve you in the midst of your fire. To trust the God that will preserve you in the midst of the lion's den. Put your trust in God and watch Him work things out in your favor. Be thou preserved in 2025 as you trust God.